If you enjoyed the videos, please consider subscribing to the channel, I really do appreciate it. Continuing for Friday the 3rd of September, we have the return of Giza, Giza Glorious Resurrector, a 4-mana mono black human wizard. If a creature an opponent controls would die, exile it instead. At the beginning of your upkeep, put all creature cards exiled with Giza Glorious Resurrector onto the battlefield under your control. They gain Decayed. So Decayed again, as a reminder, the creature can't block, and when it attacks, sacrifice it at the end of combat. I think anything that can interrupt a death trigger, anything that would prevent your opponent's creatures from just hitting the graveyard normally and getting their triggers, is very good in Commander, and we're only seeing more and more of this, which I think is great because it helps to balance out what I think is arguably the strongest thing in casual Commander, and that's Aristocrat strategies. Does she make a good Commander option? I guess so, but I think she is even more likely going to see play as one of the 99. And then we have Hobbling Zombie, Death Touch, and when it dies you get a 2/2 black zombie creature token with Decayed. Pantry Zombie has Defender, and you can tap 3 untapped creatures you control. Look at the top card of your library, you may put that card in the graveyard. We have the reprint Dissipate, counter target spell. If the spell is countered this way, exile it instead of putting it into its owner's graveyard. We have Blade Stitched Scab. Other zombies you control get +1 power, so that's gonna help out Zombie Tribal. We have Gavony Dawnguard, Award 1. If it's neither day nor night, it becomes day as Gavony Dawnguard enters the battlefield. Whenever day becomes night or night becomes day, look at the top 4 cards of your library. You may reveal a creature card with mana value 3 or less from among them and put it into your hand. Put the rest on the bottom in any order. So we get another card here that triggers whenever it becomes day or night, so that's really cool. And we have Devoted Graft Keeper, a white-blue human peasant. When it enters the battlefield, you mill 2 cards. Whenever you cast a spell from your graveyard, tap target creature you don't control. And Disturb is kind of like a flashback for creatures. You can pay 3 mana to bring it back transformed, and Devoted Graft Keeper transforms into Departed Soul Keeper. It's a flying spirit that can only block creatures with flying, and if it would be put into a graveyard from anywhere, exile it instead. And then we have Lunar Frenzy, X and a red for this instant. Target creature you control gets +X power and gains first strike and trample until end of turn. And then we have Falcon Wrath Pit Fighter, a vampire warrior, and an activated ability of 2 mana, discard a card and sacrifice a vampire to draw 2 cards. And you can only activate if an opponent has lost life this turn. And then we have Arcane Infusion, blue and a red for this instant. Look at the top 4 cards of your library. You may reveal an instant or sorcery card from among them and put it into your hand. Put the rest on the bottom of your library in a random order, and a flashback of 5 mana. And then we have Kessig Naturalist, a red and green human werewolf. Whenever it attacks, you add either 1 red or 1 green. Until end of turn, you don't lose this mana as steps and phases end and has Daybound. Flips into Lord of the Ulvenwald. Other wolves and werewolves you control get +1/+1. And whenever it attacks, you also get either 1 red or 1 green. Same conditions apply, but also has Nightbound. And then we have the Celestis, a 3-mana legendary artifact. If it is neither day nor night, it becomes day as the Celestis enters the battlefield, and you can tap it for 1 mana of any color. Has another ability where you can pay 3 mana and tap it. If it's night, it becomes day. Otherwise, it becomes night. Activate this only at sorcery speed. Whenever day becomes night or night becomes day, you gain 1 life. You may draw a card. If you do, you discard a card. So very cool that we get something that can easily manipulate the day and night cycle. Thank you so much for watching. Stay tuned for more spoilers either today, for the rest of today, or tomorrow. And don't forget, we also have the Commander products too to go over. I'm Commander Void. See you next video.